With the addition of so many brawlers over the years, we have to look out for a lot more than just a bull sprinting through the bushes. We've all been in the same situations, whether it's Piper unloading down a lane until she hits someone, or a crow who poisons you and runs away for his life. There are so many stereotypes that almost every Brawl Star player lives up to. In this video, we're going to give you the most common Brawl Stars stereotypes that everyone cannot stand. Seriously, these have to go. At number 1, we have the infamous Rico, who requires the least accuracy in the game. It's no wonder he has one of the highest pick rates. I can't wait until players graduate to a new brawler and realize that wallbanging clips repeatedly just won't cut it anymore. If you're playing basically any map in the game and a Rico is on the other team, you know a constant stream of balls is going to be bouncing around. Now, making players sit behind his range won't do any physical damage, but the strategy is definitely effective in the way it makes me target him until the game is over. For this reason, the repeated Rico wallbang may be the most annoying stereotype in Brawl Stars. I can't stand it. How about this Buzz Lightyear air raid that's happening right now while we attempt to talk about Rico? That's just great. I'm sure he won't make this list. And to make matters worse, these players are usually new to Brawl Stars, so you know you're getting absolutely no support from Ricos if you're not playing solo Showdown. For our second stereotype, we're taking you back to one of the OGs, to the most passive, sit in the corner and hide kind of brawler. As you may have guessed, this brawler is Barley. Every time I load into a lobby and see a Barley, I just avoid him. Seriously, you are not gonna kill me, but I can't come near you because you won't let me. You actually cannot get close to Barleys because they will spam bottles in front of you for no reason, and they never stop. It's equally as painful when they sit back in a team mode and spray the battlefield everyone's fighting on. Could Barley fix me a nice drink? Probably. Is he anything but a nuisance on the battlefield? Absolutely not. Despite his sit in the corner and spray attitude, Barley isn't the least courageous brawler out there. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another Brawl Stars video again. If you're wondering who the least courageous brawler is, it's Piper. There is no debate. She just sits from absolute range, sniping, and do those bullets ever hurt? You think you can get close? Guess again. Because her super is just going to drop bombs on you while she flies away to safety. Piper is the classic character who runs away in any fight. Her natural instinct is simply going home when she feels scared. See how many lobbies it takes for you to find a Piper in solo Showdown. I bet you won't. She needs the support of all of her friends so she can fly away whenever she's in trouble. It makes me want to smash my phone every time those bullets hit me, and I can't do anything about it. No wonder Piper has one of the highest pick rates in the game. Players just get to sit back and relax. I don't know if you noticed the theme yet, but most of the brawlers on this list are made to run away from battle in a game where the point is to battle. And are those ever the most annoying players to play against? For this one, we're not going to talk about a character at all. We're going to talk about people trying to team up in solo Showdown. You don't know how many times I've loaded into a lobby where people start teaming and just wipe the whole board only for the stronger one to win in the end. It's the same thing every time. The classic spin in a circle to people who are stronger than you. These players just spin until someone spins back and then bam, you have an unfair solo Showdown. May I remind you, it's solo for a reason. Why wouldn't you just load into duo Showdown then if you didn't want to play solos? It just makes the game super enraging because I don't want to have to play against two people in solos. And my phone does not like when people team either because I end up smashing it on the couch every 10 seconds. If you are one of those people who teams up in solo Showdowns, then please stop and load into duos, or I hope you get swarmed by a squad of 10 Buzz Lightyears. You know how I mentioned most brawlers on this list revolve around players running away? Well, this one is the exact opposite. If you haven't encountered a bull bush camping in the grass, then you haven't played Brawl Stars. It doesn't matter what map it is. If you're in a solo or duo Showdown with some grass, then expect a bull to be running around waiting to blindside and two-tap you. I would go as far to say being blindsided by a bull is comparable to being double pumped at Fortnite. It just sucks. Sometimes those boxes are just sitting too pretty and look too free. Usually because they are, and someone is hiding in the grass behind them. Get a bull in the wide open where he has no corners and grass to hide in, and life is good. They can't do anything. Too bad their natural instinct is to supercharge behind the nearest wall when they feel threatened by a character with range. My real question is if there's any skill needed to play bull. Seriously, just hide and surprise attack when you get beside the enemy. If you've ever experienced one of these stereotypes or know some of your own, then let us know down in the comment section. We've been through a lot of cancer-inducing cliches to this point now, so it's time we chill out and look at a pair that makes the game quite enjoyable. The first one is Mr. P. Now, many of you might think that Mr. P is also one of the most annoying brawlers in the game, but his range just doesn't do that for me. The stereotypical Mr. P will just launch his briefcases over anything, you literally can't hide from him in close quarters, and his trusty little penguin will sniff you out if you're trying to hide. But beyond the annoying presence Mr. P can have, he also plays like a very balanced brawler. He's strong in games with lots of barricades, and firing into groups of players in team modes doesn't just get you the direct hits, but the splash damage after it comes down for the second time. You're not going to get that shooting over a barricade because that would just make this character broken. The briefcase can only jump once. Despite his "you can't hide from me" alter ego, Mr. P may be one of the less annoying brawlers on this list. After all, you can't get mad at a little penguin, can you? Last but not least, it's time for our 7th character of the video, Gus. What I want to focus on is the supportive Gus who never dies. I've found that Gus can be one of the most overpowered players if you use him correctly in team games, and playing his character is enjoyable. With Gus, you get a mix of support and attack. The ghosts that drop heals for your teammates and his super can provide a protective shield for him or his teammates. Most of the time, you will see Gus sit back and take aim while launching his super on his teammates on the front lines. This is the most common way to play Gus, and let me tell you, it works. The other part about Gus that makes him very powerful is using his super on himself. So many times now, instead of running away when I get caught too close to an El Primo or Daryl, I use my super and stand my ground and fight it out. It usually works considering you have at least 6,000 health with the shield and deal over 1,000 damage per hit. The shield also pushes the enemies away, which helps when you're confronting short-range players. Out of all the characters on this list, Gus may be the one I am the most okay with. There's certainly not as many of them as there are Ricos. I can't stand Ricos, if you couldn't tell. Supercell has been doing the most lately, and there are so many new brawlers out there. Without paying a premium, it's unlikely you'll be able to get your hands on them, so for this list we decided to involve brawlers everyone may have encountered or played as. If you think we missed any brawlers or stereotypes that we should cover, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Part 2 may be inevitable, considering all I see are Buzz Lightyears flying around now. Also, make sure to like and subscribe for more Brawl Stars content, and we'll see you in the next video.